Yo, what's up guys? Crazy Black 108 here, and I'm back with another video. Today guys, based off this D Rose hat and this colorway, you should be able to tell what D Rose shoe I'm about to review. Oh, y'all just read the title of the video. Just play my intro. So guys, let's show you, of course, as always, the box, Adidas Performance Box, D Rose 10, size 9. We'll get into that in a minute. And the colorway, like you can tell by the hat, is going to be the Boardwalks. And this colorway is fire. So let's go through a couple things real quick. Design cues for the Rose 10 come from the Crazy Lights, I'd say the Rose 2.5s, the Rose 1.5s, and the Rose 1s. A lot of the colorways that they did are to call back to the Rose 1s even as well. So, this one calls back to a pair of Rose 4s though. The upper is an all-leather upper. These panels here are reminiscent of the 1.5s. The heel cup is what we've seen like on a lot of Rose models. Even like every Rose model for the most part has had like a heel cup placed on it some way. But this looks more reminiscent of the sprint frames we used to have because it carries through to here. On here though, they also put some little branding to show, 3 stripes for Adidas. But you got 88 for the year that he was born. 08, 09 for the year that he was drafted, #1 overall, 1.7% chance, and then 10, 11 is the year he won MVP. So, you got those things together there. It's pretty simple. It's pretty simple. You got the classic D Rose logo there on the tongue. Love that. You got the classic 3 stripes. So it's the last thing you see as D Rose blows past you. Gets that bucket, layup, and 1 floater, whatever it is may be for today. That's what he's going to get. You got the Rose 10 year too here on the side, or back on the heel as well too. And then your midsole is made out of bounce. The traction on the outsole is a herringbone traction. Here it's kind of has like a rib pattern to it. And then you got Rose 10 year there as well too. And the thing is, this traction pattern is a callback to the Rose 2.5s. You could say it's a callback to the Rose 2s, but I'd say more to 2.5s because the 2.5s had that same traction pattern throughout the whole thing, whereas the Rose 2s had one part of it that was like this, and then the other half was the lava, pattern because its game was so explosive. The thing with this shoe is that, I reviewed a pair of Rose 10s. I can't remember how many, it was probably back in October or November was the last time I did one now. And I still think it's an awesome shoe. I still like it a lot. But I want to give some updates on some of the stuff I said performance-wise with the shoe. Because I played in the shoe for a good maybe like a week or two before I actually did my performance review. But I also, when I was going, if I didn't play for like a week or two, if I played for at least 1 week, I know I played like Monday through Friday that week for like 3 or 4 hours each evening, and the shoe just continued to hold up really well. But what I started to notice is that the traction pattern, as great as it was, really sticky at first on a dusty court. You would collect a lot of dust, and then you slip and slide no matter how much you would wipe. I could clean the outsole when I get home, and that would just still make things worse. Or not worse, it would make things better for a little bit, but as soon as you ran up and down the floor 1 or 2 times, it's Slip City, unfortunately. And the other thing, too, is that while this leather is really nice and soft, and it has a great feeling as soon as you step out, or as soon as you put them on for the first time, it does stretch a little bit. So I already had a pair of these at 9.5, but when I was in Chicago and they were selling them at the Water Tower store, I decided I wanted to get a pair. They only had a size 9, no size 10, and I was like, well, the way they stretch, if I want a pair of hoop in of this colorway, I should maybe get the size 9, because once these really break in, they'll probably be perfect. And so that's what I'm looking forward to seeing with this colorway in particular. And also, for some reason, too, this feels a little more sticky than the other ones did out of the box. I don't know what that is, especially on my pair of the Brendas and then of the home colorway. It's a callback to the first colorway of the Rose 1s released. So that's something I'll look into, and I'll talk to you guys more about it when we do the review on those. But the other thing I find really interesting about this particular shoe is the fact that they don't have any real special branding on it to symbolize what this colorway is. There usually is something on the back of the tongue that says like the Inglewoods, or there's a pair that has like China on it, MVP. So there's things like that usually put on there, but these don't have that. And so I find that interesting. The insole too is also just the regular Adidas insole that they do nowadays with just the D Rose logo on it. So that's something a little bit different than what we've, well, I say I guess, what I've become used to seeing and what we've been used to seeing on the Rose 10s so far. But I mean, it's not the worst thing. It just is interesting. So I would figure for the Boardwalks, because that's basically, I'm going to call these the Boardwalks. That's what we called them for the Rose 4s. They would do that, and they were called the Boardwalks. The colorway was inspired by the time where Derek goes out to LA in the summer to train, and so these in the 4s, this colorway leaked because he was hooping in it in the pictures, and that's funny. That's one of the things him and I talked about when I was going through and talking about my favorite roses that I picked out based off of each model and colorway. We talked about the fact that that shoe leaked through photos before anything else, and we both found it amusing, which I thought was kind of cool. So this shoe is awesome, guys. I just love that I have this shoe, and I hope Adidas releases them online at some point. They were available at that Waratah location, but besides that, I've not seen any other stateside release of it. I mean, I guess that is what it is, but you know, I'm appreciative, and you know, I'm blessed that I'm able to get a pair, and I hope that you guys have a chance to at some point. You know, check your eBay, check some other like third-party websites that do selling of sneakers. Maybe even, I think maybe even try checking GOAT. GOAT and Foot Locker are actually like one in the same company now. It's weird. Not one in the same company, but I think Foot Locker owns GOAT. So there's that. So yeah, I hope you guys like this review of the D Rose 10 and this Boardwalk colorway. Please give me comments down below, like, subscribe to the channel for more D Rose content and more Star Wars anime content you guys are seeing coming on the channel. And yeah, I'll be looking forward to seeing what you guys think. Oh, also for what's kind of mixed in throughout some of the video, tell me what you guys think of some of the cutaway footage now, and also let me know what you think about the on feature about to see, because it's been a while since I did that. So until then, guys, peace. I'll catch you around later. Bye.